Hey, welcome back to Bookmaker. I'm Pat Williams. He's Kenny White. Let's talk Thursday NFL preseason action. We got the Bengals hosting the Green Bay Packers. Kenny, again, big line move on the total. This game opened 42.5, now 45.5. The Packers, a 3-point road favorite.
Well, it seems like the NFL is a up-tempo passing league these days, and now you get your starting quarterbacks and the starting offenses to play into the second half, and that, I think, is the biggest reason you're seeing the totals jump up each week.
Kenny, let's start with the Green Bay Packers. Look, they're throwing it 2-1 versus the run. This team really struggles on run blocking, but they are a passing team led by, in my estimation, the best quarterback in the NFL, talking about Aaron Rodgers.
Well, Aaron Rodgers is number one. There's no doubt there. And you're right, the Packers are a passing club. They pass 70% of the time. They continue to do it in the preseason. Looking at their numbers, they've thrown 79 passes to just 40 run plays. And you know what? With the backup quarterbacks, it doesn't matter who's in, whether it's Graham Harrell or B.J. Coleman. The Packers are going to throw the ball, but you're going to see a lot of Aaron Rodgers this week. The last 4 years, he has thrown the majority of his passes in Week 3.
Week 3, it looks like the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals are going to play starters at least the entire first half. Rodgers 8 for 19, 75 yards so far in the preseason, Kenny. He will get back Greg Jennings and Jermichael Finley to throw the ball to. Another note on the Packers, former Bengal Cedric Benson will return to face his former team. Little chirping in the press. I think the Bengals defense might have the upper hand against their old teammate in this game.
If I went from the Bengals to the Packers, I'd be chirping too, knowing I was on a Super Bowl favorite. But you're right. I think the Bengals defense will get the better of him. Benson's still learning a new playbook. He'll be a step slow. 5 carries, 15 yards in this contest.
Kenny, a big overtrend for the Green Bay Packers, especially with this head coach.
Mike McCarthy is 20-6 to the over in preseason games. As I said, he doesn't change a thing from the regular season, preseason. Throw the football, learn the passing game. Graham Harrell, the number 2 guy, came out of Texas Tech. He knows how to throw it. He loves to throw it. Hasn't had great numbers yet, but he has improved arm strength, improved knowledge of the offense. I look for him to really get after it in the second half against the second-string Cincinnati defense.
Okay, let's talk about this Bengals team. They're 2-0 so far this preseason. They are saying they're going to play their starters the entire first half, but many of their starters injured. Dunlop, Maluga, and Gresham will not play this week. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis also will not play this week. Bernard Scott, who's supposed to be the scat back and the 1-2 running back punch of the Bengals this season, he's out. But again, Andy Dalton has looked pretty good so far in the preseason, 8 for 14 last week with 125 yards. But speaking of the over, you like the ability of the Bengals' second and third teams to move the football.
I like the quarterback rotation they have. Brad Gronkowski has NFL experience. He's had starts in the NFL. He does a nice job in the preseason. Zach Robinson at Oklahoma State, I think he's the real deal, and he can put points up on a second-string defense as well. So I think they're fine there, but they do run a little bit more, surprising to me. 61 rushes to only 53 passes so far in their first 2 preseason games. Marvin Lewis looking to pound the football. You name some big names that are out for this team this week. Look out, Green Bay playing everybody, and they're getting healthy.
Kenny, I got to ask you, Aaron Rodgers, he loves to find weak spots on the opposing team's defense. Taylor Mays now starting at safety for the Cincinnati Bengals. He's been a madman all preseason versus the run, but he can't cover anybody. Tell me Aaron Rodgers is not going to pick on this guy when he's on the field.
Yeah, that's not a very good matchup. And Mays, that was the beef on him in college at USC, that great against the run because he's a linebacker playing safety at 230 pounds, but he has problems in pass coverage. You don't want to go up against the number 1 guy, Aaron Rodgers. He should beat Mays a couple times in this game.
He's Kenny White. I'm Pat Williams. Good luck on your selections. Thursday, NFL preseason action. Once again, the Packers 345.5 is your total. Good luck on your selections. We'll see you right back here at Bookmaker.